Hey, Pretentious Engineer here. I know you didn't ask, but welcome to the biggest brain club on Skool, where I'm focused on helping engineers, global leaders, and entrepreneurs find their way. Assuming you have a big brain like me, your engineering journey probably started something like this. You were one of those kids that was good at math and science, and to no fault of your own, some parent, guidance counselor, or crazy uncle tricked you into becoming an engineer. You literally could have picked anything else. To make matters worse, you were likely filtered through an incredibly advanced decision matrix to determine your optimal degree. Do you like things that move? Mechanical engineering. No? Do you like bridges? Civil engineering. No? Do you like computers? Computer science. Still no? Are you sure you're good at math and science? Oh, okay. Maybe major in physics. It's close enough to engineering for folks who like frictionless planes. No, literally become anything else. And as humorous as this flowchart may be, the unfortunate truth is that the path beyond this decision is often undefined, disorienting, and isolating. We can lose years of our life spiraling on questions like, how do I jump between different tracks in my career? Or what industry should I work in next? Should I progress technically or as a leader? Why can't I do both? Which was my biggest struggle. And beyond that, how do I find global leadership opportunities, prevent burnout, establish work-life integration, or discern when it's time to quit? But if you join my Skool community today, I'm committed to progressing your career from undefined to bounded. I'm a global MedTech entrepreneur with over a decade of experience advancing surgical robotics, AR, VR, and digital ecosystems within Johnson & Johnson. I've worked across a myriad of disciplines, including design engineering, robotics controls engineering, systems engineering, global strategic marketing, and global leadership as the director of front-end innovation, Japan. I also did 6 months of all-in entrepreneurship in Tokyo after my strategic exit from J&J, prior to relocating to Chicago. I believe that the first step of navigating ambiguous problem spaces is to bound them, establishing limits and constraints to progress towards an optimal outcome. We should approach our career progression with a similar methodology. So if you feel stuck, it's likely because you're rubbing up against a new boundary that you've never encountered before. Luckily, I know all the pain points. I'm happy to provide guardrails so you can find an optimal path forward. Second, if you join my community, I'm committed to progressing your career from disorienting to clarity. What you may not realize is that life puts us on peculiar tracks that are going to different places. For instance, in MedTech R&D, there are tracks in engineering, marketing, project management, global leadership, etc. Being able to identify the track you're on is the first step, but you also need to question, is this track taking me somewhere that I actually want to go? Colleagues, friends, family, and bosses could all lock us into tracks that seem best to them. But it's our life that we must lead. It can be disorienting to identify where these tracks cross over and how to move between them. And this leads to hoops. If you imagine a circus, at some point a performer encourages an animal to jump through a hoop. If you want to progress on the track you're on, then just keep jumping through the hoops presented to you. But we should also vigilantly search for the hoops that lie between the tracks and possibly set a new vision. If you want to jump tracks, I can't do the work for you, but I can provide clarity on how to identify the next hoop to train for. Third, and most importantly, if you join my community, I'm committed to progressing your career from isolation to communal. No one could ever have prepared me for how isolating a career in innovation could feel at Johnson & Johnson. There were ever-present power dynamics between me, my manager, and directors and VPs that limited my ability to be vulnerable and authentic about the challenges I was navigating. After all, my performance reviews and future advancement were in their hands. In the same way, peers can only get us so far. This is because our work is often calibrated against them to determine who progresses in a given organization. These factors can lead us to suffer in silence, stall out in our career, and lose years of progress. The Big Brain Club isn't about one-on-one access with me. It's about one-on-one access with a network of of like-minded engineers, global leaders, and entrepreneurs who are passionate about personal development and progressing meaningful innovation. What if you could openly share your current job situation, have a community hit you up in the DMs, jump on a quick call, or even help you secure your next best opportunity within their respective industry? If you've ever run long distance like me, you know there's a completely different dynamic between running in isolation versus the collective energy of a marathon. I believe in the power of community, and it's a genuine privilege to extend that to you. My community is completely free and focused on empowering you to define your own path as an engineer, global leader, and entrepreneur. Feel free to join below and bring a couple friends along for the ride. And for those of you who are looking for a bit more information, which is fine, the next video is a virtual portfolio of my work directing front-end innovation from Japan. Feel free to geek out on it. I'm sure you will. The video after that is a module from my free course, How to Say Goodbye, which will empower you to make your own strategic exit, targeting a 30% pay increase, living where you want, and loving what you do. The final video is for all you content creators, school community owners, and entrepreneurs who are curious about how to build a compelling digital brand. This video highlights my work as a founder and CEO of a brand management agency in Tokyo prior to a move to Chicago. But anyways, friends, I'll see you on the inside. Keep changing the world, and you can sip on that.